Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ochibawolf Collection, or a special welcome to the channel if you're brand new here. Sailor Moon fans will want to hit that subscribe button as I unbox and review a lot of products from the franchise. Join the pack today. I'm back with a brand new Sailor Moon Crystal Akko keyboard unboxing and review. I know you guys love Sailor Moon keyboards out there, and this one is super cool. A little bit of backstory about the brand. Akko Gear has been making keyboards for many years. They are a company out of China, however, they ship to many countries worldwide, including the USA. My very first keyboard from them was in the spring of 2021. I've been using their keyboards ever since, and they're impressive. A lot of people's fears when these keyboards started coming out was with heavy use, the paint on some of the keycaps might fade, chip, or get damaged with heavy use and time. And I am 100% honest with you guys, I haven't experienced any fading, any paint disappearing, chipping, any damage at all. The keycaps and the paint on the keycaps are high quality. And these keyboards are officially licensed by Toei Animation, so you are supporting the Sailor Moon franchise by buying and using these keyboards. There's a lot of unofficial and bootleg Sailor Moon products out there, and this is not one of them. They also make mice for your computer and other computer products like mouse pads and wrist rests. I'll have a link below to Akko Gear if you want to check out what products they have in stock currently. But let's get back to their latest Sailor Moon Crystal 5087B version 2 keyboard. This is the super adorable box it comes in. We've got Luna and Artemis featured on the front, and the print on here is shiny in certain areas, giving it a very nice feel. On this side of the box, we do have the Sailor Moon Crystal logo, the officially licensed Toei Animation sticker, and it also shows you which switches this keyboard contains, and these are the silent fairy switches. Let's go ahead and remove the slipcover and reveal the just plain Akko box inside, and we'll go ahead and open that up as well. If you guys have watched my previous two Sailor Moon Akko Gear keyboard unboxings, you'll notice the packaging, the box, everything looks almost identical to the last two that were released, so there's nothing special about how it's packaged. They do package the keyboards very safely and securely, so you don't have to worry about any damages during shipping. Included is a switch remover, the keyboard cable if you choose to use it wired, which is USB to USB-C, a keycap remover, which is handy for cleaning under those keycaps, some beautiful extra fairy switches, oh those colors are so lovely, and a little wireless receiver in case you wish to use this keyboard wirelessly. It does have wired and wireless capabilities with a 3000 mAh battery. Here is the handy manual that also includes instructions in English. Akko keyboards are compatible with Windows and Apple computers. I'm not going to focus too much on the manual, but if you need to refer to this manual at any time during this video, feel free to pause it and read it as you please. I'm pretty familiar with these Akko keyboards. I usually just refer to the manual for the RGB light settings, and this one has a brand new sidebar RGB light that I am not familiar with, so I'm definitely going to be referring to the manual for those settings. Let's take a look at this keyboard and see the beautiful Sailor Moon Crystal keycaps. These keyboards are my favorite because of the Sailor Moon designs on the keycaps. It makes your office space, your gaming space, as a Sailor Moon fan, just so much better. The back has a lot of features as well. We've got anti-slip grips on various spots on the back of the keyboard. We also have 2 levels of risers if you prefer your keyboard risen just a bit. And then of course I spied those brand new sidebar RGB lights. I can't wait to see this in action. I love RGB. The more lights, the better. There's the USB-C port, which is a little bit more on the edge this time. Cute little Luna escape button. I mean, come on. These are really the best. I am obsessed. We got the Sailor Moon Crystal spacebar. We got the transformation brooch right there with the bow. We got Artemis up there. And then the directional buttons are little paw prints. This is Akko's very first TKL keyboard, which means it's 10 keyless this, you're gonna notice the 10 keys are missing from this keyboard. For about a year now, I've been using the Sailor Moon 5108B Plus keyboard, which was a full-size keyboard, so I was used to the 10 key area. So this will be quite the change for me. I will lose part of my keyboard that I do use a lot. However, I love to use these Akko keyboards for a while and get a good solid review, so I'll be able to tell you what I think about them a year from now when I upgrade to the next Sailor Moon Akko keyboard. Check out the size difference between the two once you take out the 10 key pad. This is going to be great for people who don't have a lot of space on their work area if you need a smaller keyboard because your desk space is smaller. But let's get the new keyboard set up and check out some of the RGB light features. I'm excited to see that new sidebar light. I do want to mention, if you didn't swap out your cables, if you had a previous Akko keyboard and you thought that you could use the same cable, you might not be able to. My previous Akko cable was chunky. It had a block on it, so it would not fit in this one. So I did have to use the cable that the keyboard originally came with. Got that figured out. We're ready to go. All right, so we're going to refer to that manual for the light settings. You can always pause this video if you want to read more about which keys do what. The main part to remember is you are always going to have to hold down the function key and another key. The majority of the light settings are the insert, home, page up, delete, end, and page down keys if you just want to put that back in your memory in case you don't have the manual handy. There's a bunch of different lighting effects that you can go through. I'm going to just kind of demonstrate a little bit of the different lighting effects. There's also brightness levels and speed levels, and an effect that only lights up when you type. I have sped this particular footage way up just to get through all the lighting features so you can just kind of get a good example. The brand new side light, which is on both sides of the keyboard, also has its own features like faster speeds, different colors, etc. It's a nice new feature to give you a little bit more lighting. And now I want to show you one of the biggest new features of this new keyboard, and that is the quieter typing. You can't hear anything, can you? These are silent switches. So if you don't have fingernails like me, you will not be able to hear your typing. However, when I type, it sounds like this because my fingernails are hitting the keycaps. If you don't have fingernails, it's going to be completely quiet. I have to lift my finger upwards so the nail doesn't hit the keycap. So that's why you're seeing me press them very slowly. I'm excited to give this keyboard a longer test run. I've been using it for about a day now, and I didn't know if I was going to like the quieter switches. I'm very used to clinkety clacking, if that's even a term, on my keyboard. And I know I cannot escape the sound completely because I do have long fingernails, but it is significantly quieter for me typing even with fingernails. So if you guys are looking for a quieter switch keyboard, this one will be for you. If you guys want to grab one of the Sailor Moon Akko Gear keyboards, check out the link in the description below to the site. You don't have to get this pink one. They have many other keyboards available as well. Please let me know if you guys are going to grab this keyboard for yourself or not, or maybe you already have. Let us know your thoughts down there below. And thank you guys always for watching my content and supporting my work. It means so much. Have a great day.